Good afternoon, tutor and classmates. My name is Constanza Pinto, a student in English degree at UNAT, and today I'm going to talk about my experience as a practitioner at Jamestown Institute. What have I learned? Okay, we always have to think that a future professional have to face like real life situation going into the labor market because we're going to face different situations and problems that we are not taught in a classroom. So it's pretty important for me this chance to have the contact with other students, with other future colleagues and staff in order to have all the abilities necessary to be the best teacher ever in my future labor life. The objective of this practice is uh, to reflect about the practical experience, what I have learned in the future, how I'm gonna, take all what I learned and put it into practice. The things that I didn't like, when I compare with other teachers, we will think, in class I never gonna do something like that. So that's gonna phase us to a pretty good situation and analysis to do as a future professional. Okay, another very important thing is that I'm gonna start my strengths and weaknesses, what I'm good at, what do I have to improve, and what do I have to work on for the future as a professional. And then we're going to analyze the key points to improve in my professional practice. So in my case, I'm going to work a lot of practice more online apps and technology because sometimes I was afraid of. Thank God because of the pandemic, I had the chance to learn about a lot of that technology. So I don't feel that much behind, but I have to learn a lot still. Another thing that I have to mention that I learned during the practice is that all the abilities as a teamwork uh, participant were improved because now I have to, you know, to be like different scenarios as a teacher, as a practitioner, as a student. In all of them, I took like different roles, and all of them were different. But we learn anyway from all of them. Okay, like I say, and I mentioned it repeatedly, I learned a lot about educative tools for online classes, and of course, I had to face real world experiences. For example, where like some people were so afraid to expressing their doubts or they were so afraid about speaking or asking, and how to deal with that. That's something I really learned. Here, I'm going to show you a picture of the scenario where I work. We use Zoom, the application Zoom, which I really like, because that offer also the online practice and the chance to divide them into breakout rooms. So every student were like in a different class. So they felt free to ask about their doubts, about making questions, solving things, and maybe they need to ask several times about the same topic, but they were not afraid to do that in that topic. So that I really enjoyed that part. About the tests that they were used at the institute, they use mainly and it's reasonable and understandable standardized tests because all the students that were there study at the university or in college and they need like a certificate that could support their English level. So they always were, trained to do or to get the best performance ever at those tests. Something that I really like from the institute is they offer conversation clubs. So people that they were willing to improve their communicative skills, they felt really comfortable doing that. So I really like that part from the institute, and I really recommended that because some people say that they may we learn a lot of grammar or writing, but when it comes to speaking, they didn't feel confidence to do so. But here they had the chance. Um, Finally, I'm gonna make like some main points as a conclusions. In the institute, they make much emphasis on the grammar, and sometimes they overlook some other skills. I learned also that the result of the exam were analyzed, you know, carefully, but they just to make the students improve on their weaknesses, so they make them sometimes repeat several times the same exam until they could get the expected results. And one thing that I really like from the institute are they always looking for new apps. They were only innovating, and I really enjoy that because we always learning something new. Okay, my dear tutor Juan Camilo, thanks for the chance of being with semester. I really learned a lot. Bye bye, dear students.